Yvonne. I'm very excited. I am doing a date night curly hair look. It's kind of big, it's kind of messy. I didn't want it too neat. So that's what I'm doing today. I know Valentine's is coming up, so I'm hoping you guys will be able to rock this look. It is not hard to do at all. You only need 3 things and it shouldn't take you too long. So if you'd like to know how to achieve this look, just stay tuned. Alright, for this tutorial, all you need is a hairbrush, any type of brush that you'd like, a curling wand. I have this one from Conair. I've had it for years. And some bobby pins. You don't need this many. This is just how many I have because I get so annoyed. I lose bobby pins all the freaking time. So I went and got this big old pack right here. I think it had like 180 or something. That's excessive. I agree. But I needed them. What I did, just to give it a little more volume, what I did is I parted my hair in the middle and then I put, hold on, let me do it. And then I like flat ironed it on this side and then I flipped it over. So that kind of gave it like a volume, like some volume just to start with. Alright, and if anybody's wondering, the type of hair I have in is Malaysian. I have, I hope you can see it, 24 inches. I don't have much work to work with in the height department. I'm 5'1", but I have a 24, 2 24s, a 22, a 20, and a frontal that's like 16 inches. I go like this, and then I take a section in the back, not too big, so maybe like that, and I brush it up. And I don't have any product in this hair. I don't have anything in it. I brush it out, take my curling wand, and I just twist it. And you kind of hold it for a few minutes. Just kidding. For a few seconds. Minutes would be too long. I probably hold it for like 10 seconds. And then I make sure to hold it. And that's where the bobby pin comes in. It's right here. Hope you can see it. So, and that's where a bobby pin comes in. So you open it up and you kind of, you just put it, you make sure to, so you can hold the curls. You just put it in like so. Doesn't really matter how you put it in, just as long as it's holding the curls. You can use 2, you can use 1, you can use how many you like. Alright, and while I'm here, and we're talking about dates, man, let me talk about one of my most memorable dates. Not because he went all out or anything, but because it was just a hot mess. So let me talk about this hair date. So I had liked this guy for a long time, for months. I guess that's not too long. That's not too long, but a long time. Okay, it felt like a long time. I liked this guy for a long time, and he finally asked for my number because men are slow. So he finally asked for my number. I guess he got the hint. Asked for my number, things were good. He started texting, and you know, like it's going good. He's texting, he's calling, we're talking, and I was like, he sounds a little different on the phone, but I was like, okay, I sound different on the phone too, so you know, that's just that. So he sounded different on the phone, but we still kept talking. So I think I want to say maybe 2 weeks goes by, and he asked me on a date. Ladies, you know how that is when your crush asks you on your date, you're like extra pumped. Asked me on a date, and of course I said yes. I mean, calmly on the phone. In my head, I was like, yes, yes. But calmly on the phone, I was like, yeah, of course, I would love to go on a date. Asked on a date, made up a time and all of that, right? So I'm getting hype. I text my best friend. I'm like, woo, he finally got it together and asked me out, blah, blah, blah. Extra hype. And so I started getting ready for the date. So I get ready, and he says that he's outside the door, and outside the door. He says he's outside, so I peek through just to see, like, oh yay, let me just peek through the window to see if he's really outside. He was on time and everything. Like, oh, his car looks a little different from the one I've seen him drive on campus. But I was like, oh, maybe like this is just his second car. I mean, I prefer his first, but whatever. This is just his second car, whatever. So I get ready and I'm walking outside, and he opens the door and to go open the door for me, right? You guys, why was this not? I'm not gonna mention his name, so I'm just gonna call him Brian. I'm gonna call him Brian because I don't know any Brians. So he said this wasn't Brian that I had a crush on. No, this was Brian who like had helped. He lived in a few buildings down. He had helped me with my groceries like from time to time, and he had helped me with like my car or something. But I was not interested in that man whatsoever. But you guys, it's too late. He's in front of me and we've been talking. So he's like, and then I'm like, wait, how the heck? How does he even have my number? Or like, how and wait, how did I not even recognize his voice? I don't know. It's, you know, I was 21, so blame it on the age. I go on the date, and he's a nice guy. He's nice. He's just not my, he's just not my type. After dinner, he's like, oh, we should go to this. I think there was some event going on. But in my head, I'm thinking, okay, no, you're already not my crush, so I'm already disappointed in that, and you want to go, and I'm not interested in you in that way, so I'm not about to go to something else. So you guys, ladies, it was I can't say that word. Operation Best Friend. I call up my best friend. I excuse myself when I say to go use the restroom. This is so old. I hope people don't do this these days. I've never done this before other than that time. And again, I was 21, so I was like young. I call up my best friend. I go to the restroom. I excuse myself. I call up my best friend. I'm like, please save my life right now. And I explained to her the whole situation. She's like, no. She was dying laughing. And I'm like, okay, get over the laughter and help me out now. So of course she said she'll help me out. Got the restroom, and I waited like 15-20 minutes. I told her to wait 15-20 minutes. And she called me back, and I made sure to put it on. I'm sorry, I promise you I'm not a bad person. This was just desperate times, man. Call for desperate measures. So she calls me, and I'm like, oh, you know, like putting on the best acting I possibly could. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what? No, are you serious? I mean, it was better than I'm doing right now, okay? It was better. So she says, and I put her on speaker just so he hears that I'm not making it up. And she tells me, like, you know, there's an emergency of some sort, and I'm like, I really have to go. Long story short, I ended up leaving, or he ended up dropping me off. And I felt so bad, you guys. I've never done that, and I never will. Just because, I don't know, I felt bad. I wouldn't want to do that to somebody. And plus, I don't really like lying. So I felt really bad doing it, but it was desperate times, man. It was desperate times. And oh yeah, he told me how my number ended up on his phone. So while he was fixing my car, or helping me fix it, or he fixed it actually, he had put it in my phone. I don't know, I just didn't realize it. And he's the same name as my crush. Like, he hadn't even put, you know, Brian, that one that helped you fix your car, whatever. He didn't put Brian Carr, he just put it Brian. So of course I'm gonna think, and when I saved the dude that I like's phone number, I saved it as just like Brian. Lesson I learned. Always from that day on, if I'm talking to somebody, I meet a guy and we exchange numbers, I never just put his name alone. I have to put like where I met him, distinctive features was by him, or something that's gonna remind me, or like let me know, or be sure that that's like the person I'm talking to.
Go ahead, baby, don't give up. Promise I will never never switch up on you. Ain't no way I'ma give up. I promise, baby, I'ma stay up for you. Go ahead, baby, don't give up. Promise I will never switch up on you. Ain't no way I'ma give up. I promise, baby, I'ma stay up for you. Stay by my side, shawty. Don't listen to your best friend, best friend. Listen to your heart, baby. And ask no more questions, questions. Yeah, it only wants the best for you, best for you. And I want the same thing, same thing. There's only one more thing to do.
So if I want more volume on this side, I take this and fold it over to the front a little bit. So you take it, your curling wand, and kind of bring it to the front. So you push the curling wand back, and you bring your hair to the front. So just like this. And you'll see what this will do.
I will never switch up on you. Ain't no way I'ma give up. I promise, baby, I'ma stay up for you. Tell me, baby, is it real? Are you acting the way you feel? Cause if you ain't acting how you feel, then it's not real.